right, in all seriousness, on this week of the podcast, Dylan's not here. Neither is Ian, so I have to talk like Dylan. So, Ian basically died, right, Cole? Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
he's just no longer with us.
Yeah, truly unfortunate. Yeah.
Although the Halloween episode is next week.
He may come back as a ghost. He may Gengar himself or something. I don't know. But anyways, to get off
That's supposed to be Lavender Town?
Yes. To get off of the creepy topic.
Oh my god.
So obviously Ian and Dylan are not here today. Cole and I wanted to do a topic that we both were interested in and kind of talked about. We did kind of talk about how Dylan is more so into this stuff than Ian, and these are the spin-off games.
I know Ian has played a few of these, but
the Pokemon spin-off games.
Dylan has, I think, played more of them than Ian.
Okay.
I can't necessarily speak for every game Ian's played because a lot of the times Ian ends up being an enigma in the sense of he'll just be like, "Oh yeah, I've played that game," and I'm like, "When have you mentioned it? It's back? It's back! It's back!
The return." All right, just go up. I'm fucking over this ad. Just go up. All right. No fucking cringe ads. All right. Now we got a fucking big rig truck over there too. This is ridiculous. First we get the gay test, and then there's some fucking giant truck. Okay.
The Am I Gay Test ad is iconic to this episode.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. I don't know what either way he's doing on his computer or Bulbapedia, man. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's Bulbapedia.
I disagree. I get some hot Pokemon ads. Oh, okay. Now we get. Okay. Let's. So wait. Oh yeah. I guess we did start with the Pikachu ones, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We did. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So.
Cutting there.
What? Are you good?
No.
Oh, I'm good.
I'm just cutting the bit out there.
Oh, okay. I'm good.
I don't give a fuck. You can stay in. I don't really give a shit.
All right.
It's just noise. Yeah, so we have spin-off games, and we realized last time that there are a few games they don't list in the list. We made an episode. The Am I Gay Test made an appearance there, too. And then it switches to...
Hey, consider a Schwab. I don't know what the fuck a Schwab
it's an
IRA
is, which is like a money thing.
We are not an IRA podcast. Do not take financial advice from us opening Pokemon packs like Mad Lads.
I was literally just gonna say.
Shout out Dylan.
People to come to for financial advice.
So on that note, small screen, big impact. Let's go up to the Pikachu series.
Well, I just fucking tanked the mic. But that's whatever. I'll mute that segment.
Okay. So, to the Pikachu series. I'll let you take over from here.
So, you and I
have nothing to do with Hey You Pikachu. I've never played it. I've heard of it. I've seen promotions for it. Never played it.
I know it exists.
It's out there? Yeah.
That's about it.
All right. Now on to one that really means a lot to me.
Yeah, I don't have... I know of the game.
Yeah.
I have never played it.
It did bring the game.
Yeah, you do have it.
ASMR. But anyways.
I always do remember seeing it and being like, man, this looks kind of fun. And my understanding of it is it's a bunch of mini games.
So yes, if I can take the ropes here and talk about it real quick, even on the back it shows.
Oh yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I guess I didn't show you that before, but
no.
Yeah, it shows like all the little stuff you can do, which is kind of neat. Oh, there's even e-reader stuff. Okay, that's kind of cool. But I didn't know that had anything to do with this. Actually,
yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
I thought that's
e-reader compatible. So anyways, basically the point of the game is you have like a pet Pikachu at your house, you watch TV with him, and then when you go on TV, you can either like watch the Pichu Bros episodes, you can go on there and you can go shopping on the Squirtle Network, but to get the currency to go on the Squirtle Network, you have to play little trivia games, which are kind of neat. So then you buy stuff for your Pikachu. You can buy like plush, you can buy new TVs, and then if Pikachu doesn't like stuff when Delibird comes and delivers it the next day, he can get angry and throw stuff across the room and smack the TV, and then they'll turn it off and it'll be like Pikachu's angry. Or if you buy him like a booster pack and he gets happy, cool. And then you put the booster packs in the binder and you collect those. It's just a lot of collecting. It's kind of a neat thing. It also played off of like the time system in the consoles, like Animal Crossing did, which is kind of interesting.
So
like, it played off of that.
Vaguely Animal Crossing-esque is how you would describe it?
With the timing of everything, yeah.
With the timing of everything.
But I would also really like to point out that with the digital packs, it's just kind of ironic with how everything's gone to digital packs now with Pokemon Live, Pokemon Pocket. We'll get on that next. But I think it's funny that this is kind of where it started. And I just wanted to throw that out there.
I don't know if it started there. I'm going to be real. I think the Game Boy game...
That's true, the Game Boy game.
First.
Yeah, the Game Boy game did release first. But I think that it definitely enhanced it. Yeah.
So. I don't have much of an experience with Channel, but it seems like a fun game. Maybe I'll play it one day. Who knows? Next on to Pokemon Dash. I remember seeing ads for it, but I don't really remember anything about it. I just have this vague recollection of it.
I got nothing for Dash.
I know it's
I didn't even know it existed.
Game. I remember it was on the DS, and I remember that I was just more interested in the other Pokemon games. All right.
On to my section.
Yeah, the trading card game. 1 and 2. 2 was a Japanese only release. Or at least, a Japanese only release. Neither of us have played it.
No.
I'm going to be honest.
I own the first one on the Game Boy, and it was pretty sweet. And I think you mentioned that Ian was into this one.
Loved this game, yes.
Same thing. I thought it was a very cool game. I just remember doing videos of it on Pokemonism 7, recording myself sitting there playing it, and running through different decks and strategies and stuff. I thought it was kind of neat.
I always enjoy the idea of turning a video game or a card game into a video game and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
It sometimes works well, other times it doesn't. I don't know. It was really cool for the time, especially because whenever your parents wouldn't let you get Pokemon packs, we're adults now, and the only reason we can't buy Pokemon packs is because we can't find them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a kid, this was look, I can play with the cards and get new cards, even though my mom won't let me buy packs. Oh boy!
Oh boy! All right, little Johnny, little Timmy.
Yeah, for real.
Sit down and play.
Little Timmy, it's little Timmy at the Game Boy. Thank you. And the cards, it was the Game Boy Color graphics. So.
Yeah.
But
we'll move on.
Yeah. Moving on, we have Pokemon Play It.
Never even heard of that, to be honest.
It was it says here, a PC game released in 1999 and 2000. So probably very similar to the trading card game.
Yeah.
For the Game Boy. And it's just for PC, I'm guessing. Yeah,
that's what it looks like. All right. Now we're on to the cool stuff.
Trading card game online.
PTCGO.
This is all you.
Yeah.
This is your era, your heyday of competitive.
It really was right when I started competitive. When I started competitive, it was right at basically Call of Legends on. That's when I went to my first pre-release. It was Call of Legends. And then at that time was when PTCGO kind of went live. When Black and White came out, you got the code cards in the packs and all that. And then
because Black and White was my first pre-release, and I remember at the pre-release there were genuinely people trading cards for codes.
For codes, yeah. Codes actually had quite a bit of value back in the day.
Yeah, because at the time they weren't everywhere, and if you had the right set codes, people would trade you everything for it.
Or you're trading an arm and a leg in the game for catchers and shit that you need.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there was no crafting like there is today, and we'll get to that.
Yeah. But no, I very much remember this is how I got some cards that I wanted at the time, just by trading codes to people. And to me, I never really got into it. I got into it for a little bit, but we just didn't have a PC that I was able to access at the time, like to a level where I'd be able to use it all the time.
Yeah.
I eventually got my own laptop, but that was after its era had passed, and our time with Pokemon reached that brief lull.
Yeah.
But I know you used to run a lot of the decks on there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, we shared an account with a buddy.
yeah, you had everything.
Yeah, yeah. So then from there we go to live, which is basically just today's thing. You craft the cards now rather than
Have to trade
to trade for them, which is cool. It's good and bad. You know, it has its flaws. I feel like there's definitely a lot of flaws with live, but there's some good to it. And it's okay. It's okay. It's not great. I like the ladder and stuff because I think it's better than the old ladders were.
But live is interesting.
I don't love the rank system. You used to actually be able to do like cool tournaments on the online.
Yeah, and now it's just like, hey, here's an always open online tournament. It's ranked matches in any game ever, and that's
not my favorite thing.
Yeah, I would much prefer like events and tournaments like the old one had. But this one, I have not gotten into Pocket. I've seen Pocket. I don't know.
But it's 2 free digital packs a day, Cole. Dylan and I rip that shit daily. I know he does.
I can't.
Shout out to you, Dylan.
Can't wrap my head around it because what did you say about the gameplay?
So the gameplay, it's very baby-esque. It's like there's 3 prize cards. It's like it's very dumbed down. You have 20 cards in a deck. You draw a card and then
generate energy.
You generate. Yeah, I don't know. It's very baby dumbed down. Like, hey, this is how you play Pokemon, but it's not the true thing, you know.
Yeah, and to me that just doesn't seem like the allure, and I much prefer the physical cards.
Now, the one thing I do like is that we've talked about a little bit is some of the artworks are sick.
Oh, the artworks are amazing, but I do have a slight problem with it, and I think I've expressed this problem to you before, is that they aren't taking the opportunity to use, like, obviously the arts that do full-on cut scenes, you can't transition into the card game.
Can't, no.
But I struggle to see why they're failing to capitalize on the market of taking cards from the card game and putting them in Pocket, and then vice versa, taking them from Pocket and putting them into the card game.
Yeah.
It feels like a waste of, I don't know.
No, I kind of get what you're saying. It's hard to word it.
Yeah, it's hard to word it, but you know, I overall I think the trading card games are pretty good.
It could be better. I think that's where we're at. They're pretty good, but they could be better.
They could be better executed, and it's really like if you just want to play a random match, that's fine. But I think like ranked matches need to have a little more to them.
Yeah.
For me to be fully interested.
Yep. That's fair. Now this is something Cole is near and dear to and loves. I'm not as well versed as he is, so take over.
Bros. Now there is a lot that does not deal with Pokemon and Super Smash Brothers. There is, but main Super Smash I don't have so much of a heyday with. I've played a few times as a kid, like as a little kid. I always liked to play Pikachu because again I like Pokemon. As an adult, I have way different characters I like to play, but I haven't really spent much time with the game. And while it is the start, the roots of the series, that is a very fun game. That's kind of it. Jigglypuff was also in this game.
Okay.
That can't be not mentioned. Jigglypuff was an unlockable character, one of 4, because there were only 12 characters in the game. I think Smash was a great start, and this is where I'm gonna skip Melee for a moment. No, I'm not going to
Mango.
I'm going to get attacked if I ignore Melee.
Mango.
But I'm gonna skip to Brawl because this is my first real Smash Bros. Experience.
I would say same here. Yep.
I love Brawl. I love Brawl so much.
The story.
And in particular, the Subspace Emissary.
Yep.
In fact, Alfred recently went through it on his channel. He's a very famous Smash tuber. But before that, I have, I think, 7 or 8 fully completed story mode runs of the Subspace Emissary. And my favorite characters to run were always Pokemon Trainer, as terrible as he was in the game, because they introduced the PowerPoint system, which is the more you use an attack, the weaker it gets. And there's also a type chart in the game, which grass is super effective on water, water is super effective on fire, fire is super effective on grass. However, Ivysaur is the worst Pokemon in the game, because there are all fire attacks affect Ivysaur.
Wow.
Not just Pokemon.
Damn.
And explosions from Solid Snake count as fire attacks.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, a lot of things count as fire attacks.
Cole's spamming to swap to Charizard. He's like, yeah, get me off of here.
And I love Pokemon Trainer in Ultimate, but also there is only one grass type attack in the game, which is super effective on Squirtle, and that's Ivysaur.
Yeah, so it's a cool introduction for sure.
It's a cool introduction. It was also the introduction to Lucario, which I love Lucario.
Yep.
Fantastic game. Jumping back in time a bit, though, I played Brawl, and then Ian got into Melee, and this is where Mewtwo was. And boy, do I love Mewtwo. He's so much fun. He's a very weird playstyle. He floats around.
Yeah, definitely not my playstyle.
He floats around. He can teleport. He has odd and interesting specials, and just base attacks in general. I love Melee, though. I main Young Link, Game & Watch, and Mewtwo. And Mewtwo is honestly just a little harder to play Lucario. Actually, they're both difficult to play, but for different reasons. But I think Brawl might be my favorite of these games.
Okay. Solely
because I could play Brawl by myself and still have endless fun.
I agree with you on
because of the Subspace Emissary.
The story was great.
Don't get me wrong, I think combat-wise, Ultimate or Melee are funner to fight your friends. To, like, actually go, like...
Yeah, like, if I want to sit down and, like, actually have, like, a fun time with you guys and just beat the shit out of each other, Ultimate's the way to go.
I would much rather play Ultimate or even Melee. I love just beating the shit out of each other in Melee.
Yeah.
But Brawl has the playability of by yourself.
Yeah. Which
I think is such a need. And while the others have, like, you know, their mini games and things, Brawl really had that oomph to it. 3DS, I did not like. And then the Wii U was the Wii U. No one liked that.
Okay.
I didn't buy one.
Whoa, okay. Don't call me out. Don't call me out. Holy shit. It was one time, man.
Yeah, that's all it took.
Hey, I got to play Pokken, so
that's fair. That's fair.
That's cool.
3DS was weird. Mewtwo came back as a DLC character. Greninja was introduced, which Greninja is really fun.
Yeah, Greninja's
They
cool.
removed Squirtle and Ivysaur, but Charizard was a standalone character in a Smash, like his ultimate move let him Mega Evolve.
Smash.
His Smash.
No, I was just saying it's just Charizard. Smash.
I hate you.
All right, every Pokemon fan ever.
Yeah.
Anyways,
and then Ultimate really does have all of them. Like, that's the gimmick with Ultimate. Everyone is here, but characters I've played throughout every game are finally here and playable. From Greninja to Mewtwo to Lucario to it's just.
It's everything you want.
It's everything you want, and Incineroar is there, which is such a fun character. It's like the heavy Pokemon character, and I'm really okay with it.
And he's one of Ian's.
Oh,
correct?
Ian loves him.
Yep.
He gets the orange and black skin. His name is Garfield.
There you go.
And he just kicks everyone. He's not even the best at Incineroar. He's just really good at being really annoying with Incineroar. He can still win, but he doesn't consistently win. That's Bowser for him. But Incineroar he's just fun to play in general. Yeah. Smash Bros. Overall, very, very good series.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the weakest of them all is 4. Though.
Okay.
Now we get into Pokemon Snap, which I do not have a history with. I know Dylan has a very heavy history with it. And you didn't play the original?
I did not play the original, but during COVID or right after COVID is when I got the new Pokemon Snap. I believe it came out, right around 2021. Yeah, right around COVID
2021,
time.
Quite literally almost a year after COVID. Yeah.
I was working at Target then. I bought the game. It was one of the first Switch games I licked. That shit was gross. I raved about it at work. They thought I was a crackhead. But
I have a question for you, Doug.
Yes.
Which Switch cartridge has tasted the best? Because it's not the first. It's not just the first. It's what started an addiction of tasting every Switch card he gets.
ZA was the most recent.
How did that taste?
Not good.
Worse?
I honestly can't remember. I don't have like a tier chart for them. But I think we should do that one time.
Do a video.
Done licking
every Switch card
and ranks them all.
And ranks the flavor.
That'd be pretty epic. That'd be pretty epic. I did go back and lick my family game night one, and that shit was disgusting. I went back and licked that like a month ago just because I wanted to see if it still tasted bad, and it did. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. New Pokemon Snap. I think Snap is an interesting game. It's a cool concept. You talk to the professor. She's like, hey, go take some pictures of this shit, and you're like, okay. So you're out there like, oh crap, there's a giant Meganium. And then it's like, oh, you missed shit over here, so now you got to replay the level and get stars from this, and then they grade your photos and stuff. And it's cool, but when you play the same level like 3, 4, 5 times trying to get that last one thing you need, it's kind of a pain in the ass. And that's where it got really repetitive for me, and it just wasn't my game anymore. I have not touched it since 2021, by the way.
From my understanding of it, it's a good game.
Yeah.
But it's not... Like, it's good at a first playthrough level.
Yeah.
And like, yeah. But it starts to lose its luster really quickly.
I just want to say the last thing I want to say about the game is my favorite thing to do was they give you fruit and you can lure like Pokemon in. I like to throw the fruit at the Pokemon and then they go, and then you get a cool picture. You're like, I like Pokemon abuse with apples. It's cool. All right, next game.
All right, Picross. I now know why I recognize Picross. I have never touched the... this is... The original Picross was never released.
Okay.
Game Boy Color Picross.
I didn't even know there was one on the color.
Didn't know it existed. I now know why I know what Pokemon Picross is, though.
So I have this on my perfectly normal 3DS.
Here's the thing.
Yes?
It was possible for everyone to have it. Because this was a free download. And if you remember, on the 3DS...
Oh, I remember. Okay, keep going.
It's the Member Berries.
Okay. Sorry, you didn't even get to finish. Okay. What were you saying about the download on the 3DS?
When they would like announce and release games, oftentimes like a little gift box would appear.
Yeah, the little gift boxes.
And I believe Picross was one of those. I'm not sure either that or I downloaded it because I saw it was free and Pokemon. I'm not really sure what, but it's just a bunch of puzzles.
So did you actually play it? Because I didn't actually play it. It's on my perfectly normal 3DS.
And then it was right around the time Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire came out.
And then you're like, nah, dog, this ain't it.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if I played it because I'm pretty sure I downloaded it the night before I was supposed to go pick up my Omega Ruby pre-order from GameStop. Because if you remember, we all went and Mom took us all.
I remember.
And it was like 6 people picking up GameStop pre-orders all at once. All of us piled out of the car, got our...
I just remember playing it in your basement that night.
I got so mad because everyone else caught Kyogre in like 3 to 10 Ultra Balls, and it took me 4 resets with 90 Ultra Balls to catch Groudon. Do you know how far behind I fell?
It sounds like a you problem. That's because you had Groudon in that Kyogre.
That's because you're a dumb bitch and you're wrong.
All right, so P-Cross, mid.
Yeah, P-Cross,
we don't really have an opinion.
Don't really have an opinion. Now, however,
yes,
it's peak time.
We need another.
I've never played the original. We will talk about my feelings on that.
All right. So we're talking about Pokemon Pinball.
Yes, Pokemon Pinball. And I don't think either of us has played the original.
No.
But Pokemon Pinball for Ruby and Sapphire is such a good game. It's just pinball, but with all the extra gimmicks of Pokemon added.
Yeah, it's like you need to shoot the pinball this way to go up to get through this hole to get teleported to this realm to hit this Kecleon to go catch this Pokemon.
Yeah, you could end up with the Kecleon round, or you could switch environments if you landed in the right place in a certain time frame.
Yeah.
You could hatch eggs if you landed in the egg hatching nest.
Oh, the egg hatching, yep.
You could evolve Pokemon if you hit it in a certain way.
That was really cool. Every gimmick about this game was very cool.
Catching was interesting. That like the panic of a poke. You said this.
Oh yeah. Like that's why my hairline is back. It's like the timer would go down and a countdown, and you're like, no, get up there, pinball, catch it. Yes, catch them on. Yeah. But
it's such a good game, and it's one that I would
you had
love.
the decks in the game too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and it stayed.
Dude, I have watched speedruns of this before, and it takes like, I can't remember if it's 3 or 6 hours. I just have that.
I've played this 30 to 60 hours and still didn't fucking finish as a kid.
Well, it's because you reset every time.
Okay.
Well, maybe you don't.
I don't know. It's been too long, but
yeah, it's been way longer than I would like. But it's really one of those games I want.
It's always been up there.
It's really one of those games that I want to get a perfectly legal copy of.
Okay, I do own a physical copy.
Yeah, but I actually have the Game Boy and could play it. Now that I think about that,
it's a cool game.
I really do want to play it though. I want to sit down and just actually play it as an adult. Now.
I think we both agree this is pretty like. This has got to be like S tier, or at least close to it.
For
a spin-off.
For spin-off games, pinball was such an interesting idea, but it really captures like a fun, silly way to play Pokemon.
And they did it right.
They did it right, yeah. I have to agree. It was just good. Now, moving on, the Pokemon Puzzle League games, I have not played either.
No.
Both for Game Boy Color.
No.
I don't really know much about, and that's all I can say. Puzzle League N64, Puzzle Challenge GBC, don't know.
Got nothing.
All right, Pokemon Troze. It's
something?
Isn't it just Candy Crush?
I don't know. I literally don't know. I know that I've walked into a GameStop as a kid and seen it on display, but never actually bought it.
Yeah,
it's like one of those games.
Pokemon
It's like one of those games that was always there, but you never got.
And then Battle Troze, a puzzle game released for 3DS.
Look, it sounds even worse.
Well, yeah.
Let me get it on my perfectly legal 3DS.
This is when Pokemon spin-off games started to die. 3DS was like the death of a lot of them.
Yeah. I could agree with that statement.
Some died between Game Boy and DS, but I kind of get why they didn't make them again. As much as I wish they made a new pinball, they didn't. But Troze, Battle Troze, I don't know. However, moving on from Troze, we have a lot to talk about here.
We do. This is going to be a longer segment. Cole, if you would like to introduce this section.
Of course. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team. And all of the Mystery Dungeon games are what we're about to go through. But I had Red Rescue Team.
I had Blue Rescue Team.
Yeah, and this...
We know which is better. But... sorry. Anyways.
I'm sorry. But you and your game superiority... See, here's the thing. Viewer. Here's the thing. That Dunn and I never align on similar games. We figured out that...
Yep, we figured this out. We had a conversation
Fire
about
Red,
this.
Leaf Green.
All right, Leaf Green.
Ruby.
Sapphire.
Pearl.
Diamond.
Soul Silver.
Heart gold. Yeah, you aren't kidding.
Black.
White.
Black 2.
White 2.
Y.
X. Yeah.
And it finally stops at Sun and Moon.
Yeah,
and then again with the Mystery Dungeon games.
Yep.
Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team. We argue a lot over which game is better, and it's Pokemon. We all know they're essentially the same game. With Mystery Dungeon, there is a bit more of a deviance.
Yeah, I would say it's
how the story functions. Yeah. But I am a big Mystery Dungeon fan.
It was very cool how they did this because you had the Game Boy one, and I had the DS one.
Yeah, that's true. And I love that the arts, it's a very unique split to have one on Game Boy and one on DS. And technically, I think Blue Rescue Team might be a remaster of Red Rescue Team. I know Time and Darkness are different.
Yeah.
But it's really neat because in the bottom cartridge you have Red Rescue Team, and the top cartridge you have Blue Rescue Team. Mm-hmm. And on the Red Rescue Team box art, they're looking up, and on the Blue Rescue Team box art, they're looking down.
Very cool.
It's just neat, and I really like it. And I believe that I wish I could... See that little rock next to the Magnemite there?
Dude, I'm blinder than a bat right now.
Yeah.
This is way too far away.
On the Blue Rescue Team art, they're dropping the rock into the hole.
Okay.
It's just
I don't stare at my cover enough.
That's fair enough. But great games. Gengar was, a very basic but very fun villain. I really enjoyed the game. Just a ton of fun.
Yeah. I think it was a great start to the series. Really laid the foundation for these next games, which I think, in my opinion, are the best of the series.
Oh, absolutely.
So we'll go down.
Please,
we'll go down to Explorers of Time and Explorers of Darkness.
Cole,
which one did you have? Okay, I had Explorers of Darkness.
Now, let's talk about a great game.
Yep.
Dusknoir, the evil villain.
Honestly.
The tragic character that you're supposed to like of Grovyle.
Yep.
You had all of these very interesting characters, and I think Mystery Dungeon is so unique because the battle system is weird. You have everyone has that traumatic first experience of the Kecleon shop.
Oh yeah. Oh hey, let me beat up this guy to take all the shit. Oh, just kidding. I got wiped. My whole team got wiped. Send out the squad rescue.
For real. Recruiting Pokemon, and it was just such a very unique gimmick. Mm-hmm. And the reason I used to get really irritated is I had made it 3/4 of the way through the story, and I still didn't know how to evolve Pokemon.
Wait, I just restarted my game, very recently on my 3DS.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm on chapter 14 of 16 or whatever, and I still haven't evolved. Cole.
Not even any of your companion Pokemon?
Cole, can you help me? Send a lifeline.
No. Suffer like I have.
Okay. No. But, in all seriousness, I don't know how to evolve in this one.
It's really weird, and
Do I have to find the waterfall?
It's you have to go to a location, and I think it's been years since I've played the game. I actually sold my spare copy at the Seville sale.
Ah, dang.
Well, not my spare copy, my copy at the Seville sale.
Sad.
Which is something I deeply regret.
Yeah.
I love these games. I think they are the peak of the Mystery Dungeon series, though.
I agree with that. Yeah, like you said, the characters in it were great. All the little extra shops they added were very neat.
And this is the game Wigglytuff is the Guildmaster in.
Yes, Wigglytuff, and then Chatot was the side.
Wigglytuff and Chatot. They were such interesting characters, and Wigglytuff was a bit darker even for being the Guildmaster.
Yeah, I didn't like. He kind of came off as a little douchey.
Yeah, but he was interesting. I really did enjoy the games. Now Sky, I believe,
never played it.
Was just.
I feel like that's one where I thought about buying it. Was one where I'm oh, maybe I'll buy it, and then I just never did.
It's a combination of the stories of Time and Darkness.
Okay.
Or it's something.
It's the platinum of
Yeah,
of this series.
For real, I think it's something very similar.
I think you're right on that.
Which is why it doesn't have as much of a rating. This could be me being completely wrong.
We could be.
And
Put us on blast.
I've never played it. I'll be honest. Yeah. I know Dylan had it.
Okay.
But that's about it. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, keep going. I don't know what that is at all.
Nope.
That's a Japanese only game. And then the series gets bad.
Yeah.
All the effort they used to put into it started to really fade. Yeah. And we run into Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity, a game I didn't even know existed. I'll be honest. Actually, no, I did know it existed, and I was told it was terrible.
Okay, so yeah, it's like I knew it existed, but I never ventured into it. It was just kind of there.
I was told it was very, very bad. Now, Super Mystery Dungeon, this one I do have a bit more knowledge of, and I was told this was horrific.
Oof.
There's not a lot of good stuff in it. It was supposed to be the XY set that was added, because you can see Mega Charizard Y on the front.
Makes sense.
It was rough.
Like, why make this garbage game? On to the next one.
Yeah, for real. And actually, that is Mega Charizard Y, isn't that?
I think you're right. Unless we looking at a Digimon.
He looks real weird on this art.
You do.
Oh yeah, Greninja's on there too. That's X and Y.
Okay.
And then Red and Blue Rescue Team DX.
I feel like I actually played a little bit of this.
I could be wrong. It because it's just a remake.
Okay.
It's a remake of the first Mystery Dungeons, and if you liked Red and Blue Rescue Team, you're gonna enjoy the game. It looks really fun. I was told it was a little worse because something changed in the mechanics. Again, I haven't played it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't know how faithful it is to the original, but if it's faithful, it's probably a pretty good game. Overall, Mystery Dungeon has a very colored past, to say the least.
Yeah.
It's any color of the rainbow, from good to bad to a mix. I have fond memories of some of the games, and other games were so abysmal, I wouldn't even consider buying them.
So it'd be like peak to dog ass. That's basically how they went.
Now, however, Pokemon Ranger.
Wait. Let me pull my best Pokemon Ranger. catch the Pokemon.
And then you bumped into the Pokemon. Your circle is broken.
Oh, I thought you meant the mic. Shit, you actually have me nervous. I was like,
no, I was just doing the meme of you bump to the Pokemon, your circle's broken. Fuck you.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah.
Did
happen. Cool mechanic.
Interesting.
Yeah, I never honestly got far in the game, and I think we both kind of talked about this at one point. It was like, I didn't get far at all because the game just didn't really interest me. Like, looking back at it, the catching mechanic is neat, but...
It as a view of present to past, I appreciate it a lot more. As a kid, I was really irritated, and I got to the first of the 3 legendary dogs, and that's when I kind of just gave up. I could not stand the game. And as a child, I really did not like Ranger, and I kept waiting for it to get good.
Yeah, I traded mine to GameStop.
I did as well, actually.
Yep.
I think I traded that in for my copy of Sapphire.
Okay, that's a mogul move.
Yeah, it was a mogul move, and I still don't regret it.
Big money.
But yeah. Then Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia is supposedly a really good game. I have not played it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. This is also the game that you get the Manaphy egg from.
Is this one that Dylan has played?
This is the one that Dylan has played.
Okay.
And this is the only way up until Arceus to get a legitimate Manaphy.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, Arceus was the first break on the, hey, you can catch Manaphy again, and I really enjoyed that in Arceus. We'll talk about that more later. because the Legends game are technically spin-off games.
They are.
But it's kind of neat. It's both irritating that you can't get Manaphy in normal ways, but there are a lot of Pokemon that are kind of lost to the void. I think the only other one that you can't legitimately get is Celebi? I think Celebi is really rough. Jirachi is too. But Mew...
Wish that you'll find it, because you won't.
Unless you have the red and blue copies of Mew on your 3DS. Up until Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, there is no legitimate way to get Mew. Because the cool part about Red and Blue is they were literally just ported straight to the 3DS, so you could still do all the exploits of Red and Blue
nice.
on the 3DS copies. And then you could take that Mew, transfer it into Pokemon Home, and ta-da.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It's actually really not. You have to get right before Misty's gym.
I don't like starting games. I can barely put ZA into my Switch and start it up.
Yeah, because you're too busy looking at...
Yeah. Yeah. And my Animal Crossing Island needs me.
Maybe that's why you don't start games. Because you go into it with the sour taste of the Switch cartridge on your mouth.
Yeah, you know, the DS games never had that kind of flavor. All right. On to the next one. Pokemon Ranger, Guardian Signs. Never heard of it.
I know of Guardian Signs. I don't know much about it.
On that note, we're signing off of Ranger.
Yeah, bye, Ranger. You existed.
I don't know if it was even nice to know you, but you're there.
Yep.
What the puck?
What the puck, indeed.
All
the
right.
Pokemon Puck. I've heard of Pokemon Treda, but that's about it.
Pokemon Treda these nuts.
These are all arcade games in Japan. So if there were some in the U.S., they're definitely not in Ohio.
Wait, is that top one Pokemon Burrito? Oh.
Trio.
I thought it said
Trio.
Pokemon Burrito. My favorite game.
Hey, and we're back. Something with the Patreon, and it's gonna stay there.
Is it though? I'm really tempted.
It's really gonna stay there.
It's hard not to. Resist. Okay. In all seriousness, back to the good topic at hand. Bob, can you pull up the
I'll pull up
list?
the list. I'll pull up the list.
Yeah. Hello Kitty Island Adventure gift box. Oh wait, that's our new ad.
But our new ad.
All right.
The ads on Bulbapedia be wild. Let me tell you what.
Colby ordering some weird card games now. But back to this.
What's weird about ordering Pokemon?
No, Hello Kitty Island Adventure gift box set. Anyways,
Sure.
Rumble series, baby.
The Rumble series. Yeah,
So
I don't have much experience with this,
okay.
other than somehow, and I still don't know how, I have some of the cards.
Yeah, and it's crazy because those things are like mad valuable now.
Yeah, and I just have them.
It's weird.
And I have the two most. I think the two most expensive. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I know Mew. I have Mew and Lucario.
Yeah. I would say that they probably are. Because there were like 16 or... I don't think so. There was like 16 or 12 cards, and I think the Mew is definitely...
Yeah, I have them both just chilling. I have them both just chilling in the binder.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that came out from the original Rumble. They had like a little TCG variant with like dice and shit. So that was where he got those, but he doesn't know how he got them, so that's kind of weird, but cool.
They just showed up one day.
Nice.
I'll be real.
Did you steal them from Anthony? Did you trade them from Anthony?
Trade from Anthony.
Did you rip them off?
The steal was Anthony.
Yeah, that's true. He was the steal. Yeah.
We were the rip-off.
We were the rip-off.
We were classy. We would
we were a little classy.
We would
a little high-class society over here. But on to the game that really was my game on the 3DS was Rumble Blast.
Yeah,
I did a lot of video stuff on this on Pokemonism 7, like how to get this Pokemon, and then it like shoots out of the fountain, and oh my god, you get to get a Darkrai for free, and all this other codes and bullshit. It was pretty cool. The storyline of the game was very cool. I know you remember as a kid like watching me play it, and then seeing Cobalion do his thing where he like jumps and like commits suicide for the good of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And like blows up the force field that's around like the evil key or whatever. That game actually had a decent story. It was cool to run around. That was the game I looked forward to the most on the 3DS when it first came out. And then I talked to you kind of about this briefly. There was like those little figures, and like we said, they were basically like almost like amiibos before the amiibos.
Yeah, no.
And you
it's
could
really
buy them in
interesting.
mystery packs.
It's really interesting that Rumble Blast had amiibo. And my experience with Rumble was always watching you play it. It looks like a really fun game because I've seen gameplay of it since. But it's such an interesting and unique side game that there hasn't really been anything like it, and they tried to do it again after Blast.
They tried 3 more times.
They tried 3 more times.
Clearly, and they just were not as good.
Sometimes they say third time's the charm. Unfortunately, their third time was tied to the Wii U.
Yeah.
And let me tell you,
you suck.
Yeah. You suck.
Yeah.
It's
not it, Chief.
It is terrible. You left yours at my house for 5 years. Yeah. I kept trying to give it back.
Oopsies.
It's not anything like, oh man, like, it just wasn't fun to play.
Yeah. Rumble World, I just started playing recently on my perfectly legal and normal 3DS.
Yes. Mm-hmm. We enjoy perfectly legal and
don't
normal.
really enjoy the game like I did with Blast. Like, Blast was really cool. And you could actually, even evolve Pokemon in Blast. But, like, Rumble World, like, you had to, like, get points to unlock these areas. And there wasn't, like, a clear, like, you could kind of pick which path you went down and do this. And it wasn't as cool. It just really wasn't.
Yeah, the rest of the Rumble games I know definitely fall off. And Rush being the last one was for the phone.
Okay. I didn't even know it existed. Of course. Fucking Australia.
Oh yeah, it was released in Australia for Android devices, and for the rest of the world,
it just stayed down under because it was trash.
Yeah, the Rumble games, like Rumble and Rumble Blast, were a ton of fun, and then beyond that,
yeah, you're trying too hard.
Yeah,
which is kind of
you're trying too hard, or not hard enough,
Yeah. And I think that's where we kind of get with this whole series and what we're talking about today with these spin-offs. It's like, there were really good original games of these, and like maybe even a sequel that was great, and then after that, everything just kind of fell off.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of see that a little bit more as we go down the list here too.
Yeah, absolutely. I would argue that
absolutely.
I would argue that the
mega absolutely. Okay, wait. Sorry.
I would argue that the only game that we have covered that hasn't like fallen off, technically pinball, but they just stopped making it, so I really don't think that counts.
Yeah, I would say.
So realistically, I'm just gonna give it to Smash Bros, and it's not even really a Pokemon game.
Yeah, no.
It's just on the list by technicality because it's been part of it since the start.
Yep.
So yeah, that's. Like Ultimate, I know Ultimate has differing opinions. I think it is a great hangout with a night for friends and just play the game.
Yeah, agreed. All right, you want to take the reins on the next one?
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
really know too much.
The Pokepark series, I've never played again. A lot of these games I haven't played. But Pokepark Wii, I remember seeing specifically on the Wii Shop channel constantly. And it was one of those games that, like, you know when you see something enough, you start to just be like, I want this. Especially as a kid. It's like flashing lights, but Pokemon. And that's what Pokepark Wii was to me. And then apparently, I see they did a second one.
You know what that, wait, you know what that sounds like? Sounds like Dylan every time we walk into the shop and there's a mystery pack.
Ooh,
I need it.
Yeah. The mystery bag.
The more he looks at it, the more he wants to like get rid of a organ on the black market for it.
For real. Right. He spent so much money on that stuff. We spend so much money at that shop. It's
we love you, TPV.
We do. Detective Pikachu games. I have not played either of them.
Nope.
But I enjoyed the movie.
Yep.
And actually,
the movie was great.
Yeah, I think Detective Pikachu movie was great. It wasn't like peak, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
It was just a fun movie. Again, and that's really all it needs to be. I think the core essence of Pokemon is fun. And I think a lot of people tend to forget that at the end of the day, it is still a children's
Yeah.
IP.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And now that doesn't mean your adults can't enjoy it. But it's meant to be for everyone. And so when you are expecting high difficulty from a Pokemon game, now there's definitely arguments to be made in the lesser category, for sure. But there's also, I think ZA, one of the biggest complaints I have about people complaining about it, is there's two things. Yes, there are quality issues. I'm not going to...
I could agree with that, yeah.
But also, there are people complaining about, well, this is too simple, and this is too simple. And yes, the whole region should be there. I am fully with everyone on that. But we never got the full region in the first place, so they actually just did what they did in X and Y, but cut the rest of the region out. But no.
Yeah, back to your point. You were saying
It's... You lose the fun of it if all you're going to do is sit here and view it as an adult. You have suddenly become that parent that's like, this is not fun because I don't think it's fun. And for a child, you have to remember that there is an amount of that. Now, that doesn't excuse things like Sword and Shield and a lot of the problems in Scarlet and Violet. You still have to make a game.
Yeah.
You still have to make a full game. Yeah. You want the game to not glitch.
Shove out half slop. Here you go.
Yeah, you don't want that. But you also don't want masterpieces. Like, it can't be a masterpiece every single time. Yeah. And for it to be a masterpiece, it stops becoming a children's game. If you are comparing it to anything like Elden Ring, you're just in the wrong. Because, yes, the gameplay isn't similar at all, but it's also a children's game. They're two different sides of the same coin. And
yeah, Pikachu's not a fucking concubine.
For real? No! Well, he's Pokemon's concubine in a bit of a different sense.
Hey, Professor Oak. Anyways, that's for next week's topic. Kanto. The Kanto. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No. I think that there is definitely sometimes there's an appropriate amount of negativity towards the new Pokemon games, and other times I feel like there's not, because I feel like we played all the old Pokemon games and we still praise them as masterpieces, but there are people who still praise Red and Blue as masterpieces, and think about the number of glitches in that game. It's been so heavily researched.
Yeah.
And Ocarina of Time, again, another game heavily filled with bugs and glitches. And granted, that the argument can be made that yes, the technology is worse, but every game has some exploit, some glitch. To hold a game to be completely free of exploits, I think is wrong. And to hold the game to a style of true perfection, I also think is wrong. But I also think there are very inexcusable things that Game Freak and Nintendo do and pass it off for a Pokemon game. And the core part of that I think ZA is taking a correct step towards, in some ways, is I had fun. The battles are fun.
I do like the battle mechanic with the PP of the Pokemon being gone and it being like actually charging up.
And range and
I do appreciate that.
And I think it's taking in a step in the right direction of, hey, here's something fun.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but it is. I agree with you there. It is a step in the right direction.
Exactly. Do I agree there should be more than Lumiose? Yes. But do I think that Lumiose is filled enough with stuff? I do. Because Pokemon has really only originally been filled with two things to do. Catch, battle.
Scaffolds.
Well, now scaffolds.
Yeah.
But people are like, the only collectible item in the game is the screws. But the screws have an actual outcome on gameplay. They affect your catch mechanic. They affect your XP gain.
Yeah.
They affect your amount of hits it takes till you die. They affect all of these different things. And I'll be real. That's kind of what people were asking for in Arceus, for there to be more. And at least in Lumiose, and I've been playing on the Switch too, so I might be having a better experience than a lot of the Switch users, which I know there have been some complaints that I've noticed that aren't on the Switch too, as much as they are on the Switch. I also think, hey, if you are playing ZA and you're complaining that the buildings are empty in Lumiose, I heard someone say that they used to be buildings in Lumiose. Bullshit. Lumiose was an empty husk in any version of the game. It was terrible.
Ooh, quick circle.
It's look at this giant circle, and there's a whole bunch of buildings, yeah, but they're all pointless, and they're the same three variations of the same interiors. If you're going to claim that that is better than those buildings just kind of being shut off, I'm going to be real. You're wrong. And there weren't, there were more cafes, but I appreciate that a lot of the, haircut places and the clothes changing places is a swap off of, you used to have to walk up, go to the mirror, get your hair cut, exchange the money. Now it's, you look at the style, you click the button, you're done.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. It's more convenient, and I think they use the space well in the game.
They do use the space well. I really like the rooftops. And people are like, oh, there's not enough variety. There's one non-city environment, and it's an ice area. And I'm like, okay.
Hey, don't spoil. I'm not there yet.
There's more than that.
Oh, okay.
But
there's more than that.
It's all just variations of Wild Zones. But I think that's the point of the game. The point of the game is it's that you are part of the city and you're working to make the city better, I think, is the moral of the story of ZA. Without spoiling it.
I think it's a good way to put it from what I've seen.
Yeah, and it's like, look at all the people in the city, how you bond with the people in the city, how the Pokemon are affecting the city, how people in Pokemon are working to thrive together in this city. And you're expecting them to build a full-blown desert in the middle of the city. No.
I will be honest, and I don't mean to, derail you there. I think that even though I didn't finish Arceus, not even close, but from what I've played of both of them, I am enjoying ZA more than I did Arceus. That's just me. And maybe that's because of the whole new battle mechanic. I feel like that has a lot to do with it. I
really liked Arceus. I will argue that Arceus' story was far better.
Okay.
I really enjoyed Arceus' story. I really enjoyed Arceus as a game. It just felt a little empty at times. And ZA does fix that. It does fix the empty mechanic, but as someone who grew up on Sinnoh, being able to go from place to place and see things and get answers to lore and have such a deep story was really, really fun for me. And I don't know. Again, the argument can be made that it was empty, but there's a whole bunch of arguments here, there, and everywhere about it. I also think one thing another complaint I have, people are like, Pokemon is not a thing to do. Catching Pokemon is not a thing to do. When has catching Pokemon not been a thing to do in Pokemon? I'm going to be real. That's, yes, there are little side gimmicks, but there are side gimmicks in this game, too. Yeah. There's the little parkour puzzles. It's kind of like the little Poketch quizzes you used to be able to do in Goldenrod. It's not much, but it's there. I guess there's no side minigame, but finding and catching Pokemon. Think about going to catch Mewtwo. Think about going to catch Giratina and wandering through the Lost Woods. Think about all of these different legendary Pokemon and how they were all just battling and catching Pokemon. And now people are complaining that the game is just battling and catching Pokemon. And my argument is if you are upset that the game is battling and catching Pokemon,
find a new game.
Find a new game.
Find a new game.
For real.
It is no, you're right. That really is the premise. That's the whole premise.
Do I wish there were more? Yes. But if you're going to complain about the core mechanics of the game being the core focus of the game, you need to find a new series, bro.
Yeah. Like, go play Yu-Gi-Oh! This is not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast.
This is not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast.
All right. So that was funny how we derailed from Detective Pikachu all the way to that. But I think that was good points because we talked about, we hit on ZA and we hit a little bit on Arceus. So
I love Arceus. The Volo reveal. I'll touch on Arceus really quick here.
Okay.
Arceus is great. Volo reveal, great. Very interesting game. It was a little empty, but I had a ton of fun with it. All the characters were fun. The story was fun. Good game.
I think all the new forms were really cool.
Yes, I loved the Hisuian forms. But, sorry to cut you off. Jumping back into Detective Pikachu. I haven't played either games, but they look fun. I know you're just... It's quite literally the point of the movie. Like, you know, you're going through playing as Pikachu and solving crimes.
It was so good he got 2 of them.
For real. Alright, Pokemon Fishing Contest DS. Never heard of it.
Nope.
Learn with Pokemon Typing Adventure. I can imagine what that game is like. Pokemon Conquest. It looked really cool. I never got to play it.
Same.
The region is also shaped exactly like Arceus.
That's kind of neat.
That's all I know about it. And it looked really cool, and I love Age of Empires, and I love Pokemon, and so I know it's technically Nobunaga's ambition, but it looked cool. That's all I really have to say about it. Alright, Pokedex 3D was... Nope. Pokedex 3D Pro.
Nope.
Pokemon Art Academy. Okay, this I do have to talk about. Because I don't think you know about this game. Well, I
don't.
Pokemon Art Academy, fun fact.
It's where all the Rule 34 stuff is. Where it came from? No. Okay, anyways.
I'm
fun
sure
fact.
that some of it came from there.
Fun fact.
I can't lie.
Okay.
But Pokemon Art Academy just gives you the presets for colors of Pokemon. And, like, you can draw whatever you want, but it gives you all the colors you need.
Okay.
And what they actually ended up doing is they held a contest through Art Academy.
Okay.
And certain card arts got picked and printed into cards.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I like Art Academy. It's definitely just a drawing game, but I love that that's what ended up causing it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right.
I respect that.
The Thieves and the Thousand Pokemon, no idea.
How about no?
Pokemon Shuffle.
I've heard of it, never played it.
Game. Alright.
Pokin'.
Have fun.
Pokin'. This is one of the games I really wanted on the Wii U. There was a heavy competitive scene for it. I didn't get into the competitive scene because I was at college then, but the game was really cool. It's obviously just Tekken, but Pokemon. I loved spamming the shit out of the same attack with Suicune and getting people trapped in a corner, and I loved using Dig with Garchomp coming up, kicking the shit out of him, and then digging back down, and then just kind of going around. But,
I remember the few times I played against you, I played Sceptile. I loved it.
Yeah. I think some of the Pokemon and their moves and stuff were really cool in that game. Mm-hmm. I think if I ever saw it at like a Dave and Buster's, I'd run over there and play it in a heartbeat. I'm gonna be honest. It's something I would look forward to playing.
I think Pokken is
at an arcade.
Very interesting concept.
Yeah.
And I like it. And then DX is just the re-release with a little extra on the Switch.
All right.
Pokemon Go.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
For real. Oh boy. Let's start with old Pokemon Go.
2016, Pokemon Go to the polls. Hillary Clinton, Pokemon Go.
To the polls.
Yes.
Pokemon Go released. Yep. We were in high school.
Yep.
And boy, oh boy, was it a fun time.
Yeah,
Because
you had the steps back then. That was crazy.
That was, so the way it used to work, it now works based on Pokestops. The Pokemon finding mechanic, this is how people got themselves hurt, is because they were just wildly looking for Pokemon. The connection was terrible. The step trackers were awful. Also, people, admittedly, some people are idiots. I'm sure you know that. Some people got arrested for trespassing. We almost died because our friend saw an Eevee and we're driving along. Yeah. And he goes, Eevee! And swerves. And we all shit ourselves and we're like...
I mean, we got the Eevee. It's all that mattered.
We used to have to drive.
It's all that mattered.
We used to have to drive to the nearest town because Pokemon wouldn't spawn.
That's true.
Here.
Yeah.
Like, they just would not spawn. There was nothing else to do. There was no battle mechanic. There was no trade mechanic. I don't even think... Were there friends at the beginning?
I don't even remember, to be honest. I don't know.
I don't know, but... I don't know. And, like, there were no Pokestops anywhere, and it was kind of an empty shell.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it was fun for what it was, but looking back at it, it definitely was an empty shell.
It was an empty shell of what is now Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And now Pokemon Go, I got back into it right when they were releasing Sinnoh into the game.
Okay.
And boy, oh happy day did they add a lot. Gyms, combat, trading, competitive battle systems.
And I think they did a pretty good job with all that, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Like, all of these things they took and have done it in stride.
Yep.
Yeah, every phone game has its pay to get things.
Gotcha gimmicks.
But raids were added to the game. So much was added to the game. Teams was one of the earlier additions to Pokemon Go. And man, that all made it an entirely different game. Like, Pokemon Go now and Pokemon Go then are two completely different games, in my opinion. And I love Pokemon Go now.
Yeah, now, yeah.
But
it also served its purpose back then. It got people out, and it got people to get into the realm of Pokemon.
That's
which is
true.
Basically what its goal was. Its goal was to get people into the realm, and then they made the Let's Go games, and to try to draw them in more. But
we can talk about the Let's Go games right now.
Okay.
Because
we'll tie that in. You never played them or got them?
I know a lot about them, and they just aren't my cup of tea.
Okay. I had Let's Go Eevee. It was an alright game. It wasn't great. It was very easy, baby, spoon-fed. I like the cool mechanic of, like taking the little Switch controller and like throwing the Pokeball. I thought that was cool how they did that.
I know the ride
super easy to
were
chain.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Shinies were super easy to get. That's why people like it.
It served its purpose, but it wasn't great.
I can agree to that.
But I think we can agree that Go did what it needed to do, and today it's pretty damn good. Even though a lot of people shit on it for no reason today. They're like, "Oh, you still play that game?" Like,
no,
because it's
a ton of fun.
Because it's a lot better than what it was.
Exactly. Magikarp Jump. This game is silly. It's goofy. It's a ton of fun. You're just fishing up better and better Magikarp, and you're training them to high enough levels, and I'm pretty sure like you could get different patterns of Magikarp.
Okay.
Like they were like koi fish type deal, and then you could obviously catch shiny Magikarp. And the whole point was to train your Magikarp to be able to jump to space, where you would lose access to that Magikarp forever, but it would be captured in the stars, and you could see all your Magikarps which had jumped into outer space.
Nice.
That's it. That's all Magikarp Jump was. It was silly, and it was fun.
It's different. It's cool.
It's very different. Pokemon Quest.
Yikes. That's a yikes from me, dog.
It was a game that was supposed to have more to it, and I think it's only updated in one country now.
I had it downloaded. I just remember playing like the first beginning part and then never touching it ever again because I just did not have fun with it.
There wasn't much to do in it, and they never really updated it.
Boo. All right, next one.
Right. Pokemon Masters EX.
Yes.
This game was weird. Very weird.
I liked it.
It was figures of Pokemon.
I liked it.
And you battled them against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just weird.
But it was based off of the original toys with the little spinny and,
Yeah,
I had those, so I guess I had, like, more of a connection than you did.
You definitely did. I had the app, and it was just strange.
And that's the only reason I liked the app was because I had the toys. I think if I didn't have the toys and didn't have the cool spinny stuff, it was like, it would not have been that cool to me.
It was just so weird and strange. Like, why weren't they just Pokemon? Why were they figures?
I don't know. I'm going to be honest. When I was in college, I had fun playing that game when I took a shit. But anyways, on to the next one.
That's pretty much... Pokemon Sleep, I have no experience with.
The alarm was annoying as fuck. You had like the option of like maybe 5 or 6 different alarms to wake up to. And I tried this game like, I'm trying to think about, maybe about March or February when we got little Sophie, the little pug, and because I'd have to wake up early.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll just try this Pokemon Sleep bullshit. I keep getting ads for it on Pocket. So I was like, okay, I downloaded it, and I woke up and I literally fell off my bed to Pika Pika, Pika Pika, Pika Pika. It's freaking awful.
You clearly have never played Pokemon Yellow, because that Pikachu blasting at full volume hurts your brain.
Wait, I'm looking this up.
I don't know how well that's going to come through the mic, I'll be honest.
That's fine, dog. I need to hear the Pika Pika wake up. No. 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 Go to the next topic. I'll see if I can find it.
Pokemon Tower Battle, while Jarrett has his schizophrenic episode, is apparently a Facebook game that I didn't know existed. Pokemon Medallion Battle, Facebook game. Pokemon Smile. I don't even know what that is.
Nope.
Another phone game. Pokemon Cafe Remix.
Wait, I think I may have found it.
Alright,
Give me a schmeckle. Oh, dude, I get an ad. What the hell? Come on, please be it. It was that on loop. It was so loud. Pika, 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 Pika. And then, yeah.
That sounds abysmal.
Yeah.
I'll be real.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
Damn. Yeah, it's rough.
However, Pokemon Cafe Mix. This game looks really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Cooking Mama and Pokemon had a weird little hybrid baby, and it looks fun. That's all I really have to say about it. That's all I really know about the game.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Pokemon Unite.
Yep.
This one is weird.
Pokemon You Smite.
Yeah, really. It's very League of Legends, Smite, whatever tower defense game you're familiar with. Unite is kind of fun, but for me, it was about not having other people to play with.
Okay.
I think Unite was, like, solo queuing wasn't that fun, but actually being able to, like, I feel like being able to play with people just enjoy the game, because the gameplay itself was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
I'd say if you had like an actual team with an actual strategy, it'd be kind of cool.
yeah, like, because when you're just random queuing though and you're not in ranked, it's really rough.
And I know, again, with this game too, I know there's a heavy competitive scene. Like, they do world championship stuff on Unite, which is crazy for me to think about, but it's kind of cool. I like it.
It's cool. It's very cool. I don't know.
The same thing. I never got into it.
I played...
I respect it. It's cool.
Who did I play? I remember I played around the time Rhydon got released, but I'm struggling to remember who I actually played.
Okay.
Some weird part of me wants to say I played Venusaur.
He'd be slow as fuck.
I don't even know if he's in the game, I'll be real.
Oh, damn.
I don't know. I don't remember much of it. I played it for about 2 days.
Pokemon
Friends. Nope. Pokopia. This game looks really fun. I love it. I love the art style of it first because it reminds me of the old.
Wait, is it only going to be for the Switch too? If it is, I'm going to fucking beat somebody in the head with a hammer. But anyways.
Don't know. But it mimics that style of the old Ditto arts from like EX Crystal Guardians and stuff. Yep. And I really love those arts. And you're just playing a Ditto using all sorts of different abilities. It looks really fun.
It looks pretty cool. I'm not going to lie.
Obviously, it's not out yet, but it looks like a ton of fun.
This could be one of the better spin-offs we've had in a minute. It could be.
It could be. Now, to talk about some of the best spin-offs we've had.
All right, yes. Some that were not on the list that did get a little bit of a mention earlier.
Yeah. I would like to talk about Pokemon Coliseum.
Okay.
Pokemon DX Scale of XD or DX Scale of Darkness?
XD.
Yeah,
we'll get to Coliseum first. We'll get to Coliseum first.
And then Battle Revolution. Okay. I have experience with the first and the last. You have experience
with the middle.
So Pokemon Coliseum was the original in this game line, and Revolution is technically different. Mm-hmm. So Coliseum and XD are part of the same game, and Shadow Lugia led to a bit of that playground myth from XD. There's a whole bunch to talk about. Coliseum was great. It was really interesting. There weren't like wild Pokemon battles, but you could capture Pokemon from other people and then purify them via Shadow Pokemon, which is where that gimmick comes from. And
Very cool.
It was super fun. You started out with, I don't even remember what you started out with. I think you started out with an evolution that you could evolve, or maybe it was.
I was gonna say I think that was evolution. The same in Gale of Darkness. I think it was the evolution.
Yeah, it was just, or I think you start out with an Umbreon and an Espeon.
I think I had a Jolteon in here. I can't remember. It's been so long.
But... Yeah, it's been way too long. Ton of fun.
Yeah, I just remember having a blast.
I remember having a motorcycle. I remember that the story was interesting. Mm-hmm. That it was a 3D Pokemon game, and a big allure to it was the fact that it was on the TV and not the small handheld device.
Yeah.
Now that's a common stance thing.
But back then,
that was such a rarity.
It was its own unique thing.
And it was, they were such fun games. Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, they have their flaws. But I remember catching all 3 legendary dogs, catching the legendary bird. I had endless amounts of fun in this.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do show off your
this thing is worth quite a bit. Because I got all the manuals and shit, which is pretty
And
neat. My
experience with XD Gale of Darkness, while I never played it, was this became the myth of Shadow Lugia was obtainable in every Pokemon game as Shadow Lugia. And people would ROM hack it into games, people would do this, that, and the other, and it became that playground myth, much like Mew 3. The fact that you could get Shadow
There's a Pokemon Dash ad. But anyways.
Really?
That is funny, yeah. There's
Pokemon
literally
Dash
a Pokemon Dash ad. That's ironic. Oh, God.
Wow.
The ads for Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Leaf Green.
And Unseen
Fire
Forces.
Red and Unseen Forces. That's crazy with Delta Species just soon coming out. But, time to show off this bad boy. Pretty damn cool, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
But honestly, like Cole said, the whole Shadow Lugia thing was pretty kick-ass, like, back then.
The stories were unique, and they were kind of dark.
Yeah.
Like, your sister gets kidnapped, or someone you know, and, like, the bad guys are kind of really evil. It was a really fun, unique, interesting game. There's so much to talk about when it comes to them, and I really can't think of any better way to say it than... Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Now, Battle Revolution is a bit of a weird one.
I played it a little bit.
You run around a city, and you do Pokemon battles.
Yep.
But the cool thing about Battle Revolution, the reason Kid Cole really wanted it, is you could, like, copy your Pokemon into the game.
Yep.
And use your Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl.
And,
oh boy, was that awesome. Being able to go around the city, battle trainers, do all of these different things, It was so much fun. It was so much fun. I loved it. I had the poster up in my room. It was, again, 3D TV Pokemon game. But something I did learn, actually, today, of all days. There's a neat little... so you can get a whole bunch of costumes in this game. And you could get Pokemon costumes.
Okay.
But interesting little thing about this is that apparently the rarest shiny in every Pokemon game ever is a shiny human.
Is that possible?
Yes. Because, so first off, your PokeStar Studios, I don't know if they can be shiny, but I think they can be. But, like all the weird little sprites that are technically part of the game. But actually, the costumes that the people could wear had a chance of being shiny.
That's interesting.
But this was after you completed 6 battles.
Okay.
To get to a trainer with a Pokemon outfit, averaging about 15 minutes each. And no one had confirmed whether this was real or not until someone got it on video in like 2022.
That's wild. I love when video game shit like that happens. Like,
I know, it's so cool.
Stuff doesn't get found out till years later, and like proof's out there now.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's cool.
It's such an interesting and unique thing, and ultimately, I think the point of talking about this is that kind of what I was bringing up with ZA earlier. There are fun spin-off games, and then there are failure spin-off games, and a lot of the fun spin-off games stopped being made because they made bad spin-off games.
Yeah.
And it's the argument of fun over money.
Yeah.
Is what it should be, and it became money over fun and enjoyment and bringing that mystic world of Pokemon. And I think that's really the change you can see in Pokemon that starts happening around, as you said prior with the shinies, right around X and Y. Now, X and Y still had that, like, heavy story beat.
It had a nice charm to it, yeah.
X and Y had that charm to it, but you could tell a lot of it was cut. And then you get into Sun and Moon, which Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were great. I don't have complaints with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon other than the tutorial bullshit. But it's no longer become about the mysticism and the wonder of Pokemon, and you can tell that there are certain people that work on the games that still want that mysticism and wonder. But there's other people who just would rather not have it at all and would rather have the money. And I think that's the problem with the cards too, is that the people that are in charge of all the product right now by scalping it,
it's all money grab right now.
It's money. It's not fun. It's not the hobby. It's not the game it used to be.
Yeah.
And it's not just the people around us that are causing that problem. It's the people making it too.
Yeah, it's a bit of both. I'd have to agree with that.
And I think that there are times they manage to capture that mysticism, but there are other times that they fail completely.
Yep.
And looking back at all of this makes me really realize, just try again. You can still make all the money in the world you want. Just try.
Yeah, put a little love into it, put a little effort into it, and throw something nice at it. Give us a little bone. Give us a good little bone to the next game or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Throw us a bone.
Yeah. Give us something we'll enjoy.
And ZA was a step in the right direction.
Show
I still think there needs to be a lot more steps in the right direction.
Just show that you cared, Pokemon. Honestly.
Your idea of response, while legally maybe sound fan supportingly, starts to drain. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about...
I think that's all there is to say.
Yeah.
I love this series, and I think I always will. But...
yeah. There's definitely more that can be done.
There's more that can be done.
And like we said, ZA is a little bit of a step in the right direction, but you need to take that a little further.
Even just talking over this list, think about all the things that have been done. Now, granted, a lot of these didn't take off the ground, and I see why they didn't go.
Yeah.
But there are others of these that fell off and just kind of never got touched again because they stopped trying.
Yeah.
Rumble, Pinball just never had another made. You have Quest never got updated. Ranger, I don't really know what happened to Ranger.
Many circles.
Too many circles.
I don't know.
Mystery Dungeon. It is that lack of charm and effort and that grab for money that has killed off almost every spin-off game there is.
But we're hopeful.
We are hopeful. We never stop hoping. And I think that's part of being a Pokemon fan.
We'll keep buying the slop. However bad it may be, but
I don't know if I'll keep buying the slop forever.
I will.
But I'll keep buying the cards forever.
Yeah, that's another slop. But yeah. But honestly, yeah.
I think that slop is a little less of Pokemon's making. Because the cards right now are great.
Yeah. It got a lot better than what it was with Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield in general was just kind of down.
Sword and Shield is, I would argue, the worst era in Pokemon.
Yeah. It's like one of those ones you can just kind of forget about and then, just move on.
Move on.
Never was really there. But
I feel like we've lost a bit of track.
Yeah. But I think you can say what you were going to say, and I was just going to say...
I was going to outro us, so
yeah,
you say what
I was just going to say, I think we covered everything pretty well. We went through the whole list. I'd
love to talk about fan games at some point.
Okay. We did miss one thing.
What did we miss?
Master Trainer, dude.
My gosh! Yes.
Oh, look at this fucking guy.
How could I?
How to get a man going?
It's not
Holy fuck!
That's the thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Master Trainer.
It technically is a spin-off game.
It is a spin-off game. It is a board game.
Yep.
But it is not just a board game. It is an experience.
Yeah.
And let me tell you about Pokemon Master Trainer.
It will grow hairs on your chest.
Pokemon Master Trainer is a simplified map of Kanto, and it's just all of these dots, and you get 151 circular tiles with 6 starters. And the 6 starters were horribly balanced because there were 3 really good ones and 3 really bad ones. And the way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to random draw. You're supposed to random draw them at the start of the game, and you each have an Ash Ketchum. And there was, of course, your 3 starter Pokemon. But what could those other 3 be? That's right.
Meowth, that's right.
Meowth, that's right. Pikachu and Clefairy? Sure.
At least it has wings now. Anyways.
It was... You'd always fight over who got the actual starters because we were kids. But then as adults, we realized it's better to random deal. And if there's just 3 of us, just play with the base 3.
You roll dice to catch mons.
You roll dice to move around the board. You can get item cards, which can adjust your rolls, revive your mons. Yep. You can get trade cards, which allow you to steal from other players.
Pokédoll.
Unless you have a Pokédoll or it's your starter Pokemon.
Yep.
There are Master Balls, which can add. There are balls which can add and subtract from your rolls and adjust them. You move around the board, and then eventually you get a high enough power, and you go into the Elite Four, and you roll dice to battle each other, and
it's pretty cool.
It's a really good game. It's so expensive now, and I can't believe I have 2 copies.
And I can't believe we are going to blow all of our money on the Johto one.
Yeah,
Smile.
There is a Johto one, and
I would love
made
to get it someday.
A one for Hoenn. The Johto one I would love to have, but it's so expensive. It hurts me.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually, I would love to own a Johto version of the game. It's such a cool.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that's definitely worth checking out if you haven't.
If you can play it on Tabletop Simulator, play it if you have friends.
Yeah, if you have friends.
Highly
big if. If you're watching us, you probably don't.
Oh my god!
Thank you, loyal subscribers. We love you.
I've been calling them the challengers.
Oh, thank you, loyal challengers. We love you.
We are the Elite Fourcast, after all.
Oh yeah. But honestly, it's one of those games that you just can't not talk about spin-off Pokemon games and not include that. So
Yeah,
I think that's a good way to end this segment
good
here
way
for the day.
Yeah, good way to end this segment. And I think the last thing to point out is our Pokemon of the week this week.
Yep. Tangela. It's Angela with a T in front of it, my man. It's Tangela.
It's Tangle. Tangle. Do you know what its name is based off of? Is it a tangle of vines, a tangle of roots and greenery that are all tangled up? Tangle is not a word referring to a bunch of shrubbery and things
sure
mixed all together.
That Billy from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy said Tangelos. So
Tangelos are a singular fruit.
Yeah, Tangela.
Yeah, see, it's about the size of my fist.
Okay, Tangela. So honestly, yeah, Tangela will be added to the binder. We're still on the hunt for Vaporeon from the Pokemon shop to add in the binder, but yeah, I think it's a good way to segment this out. I did buy a couple packs from the shop that are segmented into this. They are spin-off Pokemon game packs.
Yeah.
I have 3 packs to open today. I have a Pokemon Go pack, an Astral Radiance, and a Mega Evolution.
Yeah,
so they will be linked in at the end of this video.
Yep. So but yeah, thank you all for
Thanks for watching.
The podcast.
Yep. All right, we're good.
All right, I think we're good.
All right.
Yeah, so this will be done opening.
Cool.
These
spin-off packs.
Yeah, spin-off packs. And we're gonna start with Go.
Yep.
Do you know what the hits in Go are? Because I haven't actually.
Not a clue. I'm pretty sure there's a Mewtwo.
Are there any full arts in it? I know this is technically Sword and Shield era, and Sword and Shield is bad. So
yeah, we'll see. Candela, Ivysaur, Spark, Bulbasaur, Onix, Barrel, Spinarak. Wait, is one of these the, No. That's weird. Steelix. Oh, Charizard Hollow. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. It could have been much worse. Could have been.
Here's a penny sleeve for you.
Oh, yeah. Sleep that bad, daddy.
Here's a little extra.
I forgot, I have actual
sleeves.
Alright, we're on to Astral now. I want to hope for one of the cool forms or whatever.
Twilight Masquerade sleeves.
Alright, neat. I think it's 4. Yeah.
What are you opening right now?
Astral.
Oh, yeah.
Rickettune.
I'll get out the shadow out of the frame.
Ponyard, Pooch, Yanma, Swudo, Drifloon, Rapidash, Drago. Blech.
Regidrago.
Blech.
Blech, indeed.
Alright, the last
Mega
one.
Evolution.
Rub it on my fat for good luck.
Pull that Venusaur and I'll trade you my Gardevoir.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh my god, I got a hit! No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
No pack trick, my friend.
Get the gay energy out of here. Snom, Scorbunny, Fingertuff. Oh, that was fun in the draft.
That was.
There's
my card and the
Executor.
Latios, still not the Tangela,
Vulpix, Screebeard, and Kyogre. So I didn't get really anything there, but we'll take the Zard. Thanks for watching, guys.